I'm not a designer. I now have to use Photoshop or Canva, but I'm not an expert, but it's still, I have designed 1,000 thumbnails. I'm running more than 10 YouTube automation channels, and we are publishing more than 150 videos per month. I've been doing this for the last 5 years, so the overall number of thumbnails that I have created is way more than 1,000. But let's say I designed 1,000 thumbnails, so maybe I don't design 150 thumbnails per month, but I do come up with their ideas, and this catches the sketch of them. After designing 1,000 thumbnails, what I learned is what makes a good thumbnail. Well, as you probably realize by now, I'm not going to teach you in a software. All I will be talking about is the overall idea of a thumbnail and the philosophy behind it. If you have a great thumbnail idea, even if you don't design it like a professional designer, it will still perform great. Now let's dive in. I can probably summarize everything that I've learned in one sentence. A good thumbnail is a thumbnail that tells a story or evokes an emotion or creates curiosity or creates controversy. That's it. That's everything that is important when it comes to thumbnails. So every time you look at a thumbnail after this video, or every time you're designing a thumbnail or brainstorming for a thumbnail, think about this. What story is your thumbnail telling? How can you add emotion to that story? How can you create curiosity or controversy with that thumbnail and the story behind it? How can you convey the story better with the thumbnail? How can you paint the story better? These are the questions you should ask yourself, and the answers to these questions will make your thumbnail a lot better. As I said, this is something you should consider when designing a thumbnail, but also I want to share a roadmap with you before starting to design the thumbnail, because all these questions are for after you have an idea for your thumbnail. But how do you come up with that idea? That's the first question, because you should come up with an idea and then enhance it. The simplest way to come up with a viral idea for your thumbnails is this. Go on YouTube and search and analyze your competitors' channels. Search relevant cues to your niche on YouTube and check out every viral video's thumbnail. Grab a sheet of paper or open up a Google Sheet and start writing down every single element in that thumbnail that you think has contributed to the success of that thumbnail. Anything from colors, pictures, and words on the thumbnail, and of course things that are not visible, like the story behind that thumbnail, the emotion that the thumbnail is evoking, the element of that thumbnail that is creating curiosity, sentence structure, the text in that thumbnail, keywords on that thumbnail, the emotion that the text on the thumbnail is conveying, or the size of text and pictures, the facial expressions, and everything that comes to your mind. Start writing them down and do this for hundreds of videos in your niche, viral videos in your niche, and successful videos in your niche, not just any video in your niche. If a video has a lot of views, the thumbnail is successful, because if a video doesn't have a high click-through rate, YouTube doesn't push it to a lot of people. So if a video has a lot of views, make sure that the thumbnail has a high click-through rate. Anyway, back to the strategy. I start by writing all these things down, analyzing everything and writing this down. And here's the catch. Not only analyze successful videos in your niche, but also start thinking outside the box and exploring other niches to see what they are using and how you can replicate that in your niche. After doing all these things and analyzing and researching, sort and categorize them. It's about creating templates, not templates in software, but templates of ideas. For example, if you go to Mr. Beast's channel and analyze the videos, you will probably find out that there is a template. One of the templates that Mr. Beast uses in his thumbnails is to have his picture while he's in a difficult situation with a time period, which creates a sense of desperation. This is what I'm talking about when I mention a template. When you want to create templates to use, you should include things like facial expressions, the emotion of the story in the thumbnail, and other elements of the thumbnail. So there are no strict rules for this. It's just you, and you can do it however you want. But just do it and categorize them to find out what the templates are, because when you figure out the templates of thumbnails, you can easily replicate them for your own videos. That's basically it, and that's how you can level up your thumbnails. You don't need anything else. If all of this feels overwhelming to you or you didn't understand everything, you can watch this video again. But what I'm sure of is that if you do this for a week, your thumbnails will be a lot better, and you will gain more views and higher CTRs. You will become a master of analyzing thumbnails and creating templates in your mind. Then think about your title and come up with an idea for your title to create a thumbnail for it. Also, there's one more thing I should tell you, and that's to keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it. I think the maximum number of objects or elements in your thumbnail should be 3. You should not include more objects or elements in your thumbnail because it overcomplicates it and you cannot convey the story effectively. Remember, people watch your thumbnail for a couple of seconds, and you have 3 seconds to convey a story and create curiosity with your thumbnails, so you don't want to overcomplicate it and make it busy. Also, do not include text in your thumbnail unless it contributes to the story, is necessary, conveys an emotion, or completes the thumbnail in some way. If you do use text, keep it very short, with a maximum of 5 words. So, let's wrap it up. The first thing you need to know about thumbnails is that a good thumbnail is a thumbnail that tells a story, or evokes an emotion, or creates curiosity, or creates controversy. To get inspired and come up with thumbnail ideas, you should go on YouTube and, first of all, analyze viral videos in your niche. If you want to take it to another level, analyze viral videos in other niches, and then create templates in your mind or on a sheet. Replicate those templates and success elements into your thumbnail, and I'm sure you will succeed. That's it, guys, for this video. Let me know what you think about this strategy and mindset, and be sure to catch my next video where I share how I acquired a YouTube channel for just $350 and turned it into a profitable venture. Don't miss it. Subscribe now.